With the announcement that Adrian Newey will be moving to Aston Martin in 2025, the team are expected to be among the most competitive when the regulations change for the 2026 season. F1's most famous aerodynamicist has been helping teams win trophies for over 30 years, and many think it is a matter of when, not if, he can win with Aston Martin. With the team's new facility at Silverstone up and running, and Honda coming on board as exclusive engine provider, the team are looking very attractive to the sport's top drivers. With Red Bull seemingly in decline after dominating the early years of the ground effect era, Max Verstappen is weighing up his options for the future, and a team without Adrian Newey may not be the team for him. Today, I'll check out how Max Verstappen is planning to get his revenge on Red Bull after failing him this season, so don't go anywhere. After 10 races of the 2024 F1 season, it appeared that Max Verstappen and Red Bull Racing would yet again dominate Formula 1, but that hasn't happened. After Christian Horner got caught sending inappropriate messages to a female employee, the team has destabilized and things have started falling apart. For a while, it looked like Max Verstappen might leave the team at the end of the season. His father Jos was calling for Horner to be removed, and the rift his words created appeared to be unrepairable. After months of being asked by the media, Max finally committed to Red Bull for 2025, though he's yet to commit beyond that, and even Helmut Marko has admitted that Max can basically do whatever he wants for 2026, whether that is honor his contract at Red Bull or go elsewhere. What is clear from everything that has been said about the matter is that despite being contracted until the end of 2028, Verstappen can leave Red Bull pretty much whenever he wants to. While Verstappen remained at Red Bull through the unrest, Adrian Newey decided not to. He didn't like the bad media that Horner had brought onto the team, and he didn't like how the team was being handled following the death of Red Bull founder Dietrich Mateschitz. In the immediate aftermath of Newey's exit, no one expected it to have an immediate impact on the team, but it has. Upgrades have been worse than useless since he has left. They've made the car worse. Red Bull have begun to suffer from the same problem that blighted Mercedes for 2 years, ended Aston Martin's podium streak in 2023, and hamstrung Ferrari's title challenge this year. What they're seeing in the wind tunnel and CFD isn't matching up to what is happening at the track. A mismatching of real-world and theoretical data has become a feature of the ground effect era, and while it is bad for the teams, it has made racing incredibly unpredictable in 2024. While it may just be a coincidence that Red Bull's problems started just as Newey left, it's hard to ignore the timing. Before I dive into Aston Martin's offer to Verstappen, I want to tell you about a project we've been working on. We're launching F1Reverse.com, our merch store. We spent a lot of time coming up with designs that we thought looked clean, cool, and showed off our passion for Formula 1. Personally, I love the driven by passion design. I think it looks so sick and it's so perfectly F1, and you'll be seeing me in some of that merch soon. The quality of this gear is excellent as well. We're shipping worldwide, so wherever you are, if you want to get your hands on some of this gear, then check out F1Reverse.com today. It's the perfect way to help support us in bringing you daily F1 news. Right, back to Aston Martin. With Aston Martin's announcement that Adrian Newey will be joining them from March 2025, they've gained a massive asset, but they aren't done yet. In the lead-up to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, the team have made it extremely clear that if Max Verstappen were interested in following Newey to the team, they would welcome him with wide open arms, and with an offer for whatever he wanted. The door for Max Verstappen is always open for everything, Crack told the media. When you manage to appoint Adrian Newey, first of all, it is proof that the project is credible, that the whole vision of Lawrence is not just words, but it is real action that we can take confidence from as a team. This is not an underdog team like it used to be in the past. It is a team that should be confident it can do it, but also you now have a completely different approach with partners and drivers. Signing Newey opens a lot of doors for the future. Of course, Newey is only one person, and a competitive F1 team needs 1,000 employees to succeed. But Aston Martin's recent hiring blitz shows that they are serious about filling out every position with the best people F1 can offer. Andy Cowell, Mercedes' ex-managing director of its engine program, will join the team as Group Chief Executive Officer in October. A hugely respected man who helped mastermind the 2014 Mercedes turbo hybrid engine, which went on to dominate the sport for years. Enrico Cardile, Ferrari's chassis director, is also moving to Silverstone to take on the role of Chief Technical Officer. With a state-of-the-art facility and some of the best minds in the sport, Aston Martin are setting up for success, and they're doing so with a promise of big money contracts. The Aston Martin technical team is quickly becoming one of the best in the business, and with Newey on side and a huge contract on offer, Verstappen has expressed his interest in taking a gamble on the team. Lawrence, of course, is pushing flat out to make it a success with Aston Martin, so it's quite understandable that he wants to have Adrian on his side, Verstappen said. I have other worries at the moment that I'm paying a lot of attention to and working on. That is maybe something for the future that I think about, but not now. I've worked with him, I know how he is as a person and what he can do. I think everyone would like to work with Adrian in their career, so potentially it does make Aston more attractive. Despite watching events unfold at Aston Martin's state-of-the-art facility on Tuesday, Verstappen has now made his peace with Newey's exit. Verstappen respects what Stroll is attempting to achieve with his seemingly money-no-object approach to claiming Grand Prix victories and challenging for championships. Addressing how he felt about seeing Newey at Aston Martin, Verstappen said, "To be honest, that's fine. Adrian and we have a very good understanding. I sent him a message after the news came out, even though of course I knew that it was coming, so I'm happy for him. It's a new challenge. I also know that Lawrence, of course, is pushing flat out to make it a success with Aston Martin, so it's quite understandable, of course, that he wants to have Adrian on his side." There is absolutely no doubt that Aston Martin will be trying to secure Max Verstappen's signature for 2026. Lawrence wants the best of the best on his team, and he has the money to go and get them at the moment. If, for a moment, you assume that Verstappen will join Aston Martin for the new F1 regulations, the question then becomes, who will he replace? Fernando Alonso has been the team's top driver since joining in 2023, and currently has a contract that runs to the end of 2026, by which time he will be 45. Alonso admitted that he had regularly spoken to Adrian about coming to Aston Martin and helped the team to secure his signature. The experienced driver recognized that Newey's influence probably won't take full effect until 2026, but admitted that he might consider staying with the team beyond then. "I'll be driving in 2026. After 2026, I'll be driving in Formula 1 or in another series. If I'm not driving in Formula 1, I will be in the Aston Martin team somehow, so I'll enjoy the bright future." The obvious choice if he were to leave F1 would be to go and drive the Aston Martin Valkyrie in the WEC, which Aston Martin will be fielding from 2025 onwards. Many fans would much prefer if his teammate were to make the move though. Lance Stroll has failed to match up to his teammate's performance over the last 2 years, and when the team were capable of podiums last season, he struggled to even break into the top 5. If Lance were to step into the WEC, then Aston Martin would be free to field a lineup of Max Verstappen and Fernando Alonso in their Honda-powered, Adrian Newey-designed F1 car from 2026 onwards. Assuming they can get the new regulations right, that would be a scary prospect. Do you think Verstappen would follow Newey to Aston Martin? And what would the team have to offer him to make it happen? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you want to know why Verstappen is going to lose this season's Drivers' Championship, then click on the video on your screen right now. I'll see you there.